I walk this road pretty much every day. If you look beyond that farmhouse, right there, you can see that road. That is the road in which Gnome Countryside is. So I like to walk these streets. I walk down here, and I walk up to It's actually pretty, it's a perilous walk. You just saw a buggy. It's probably 3-to-1 cars to buggies, but when the cars come, you know, they come fast. This bird right here, let's see if you can see it, if somebody capture it, always just circles me when I come in this one spot. And just sings or talks, or like, it's not exactly aggressive. There is another place where the birds are aggressive. This one is, I would say he seems agitated. I don't know. Maybe he's being friendly. Maybe he's being friendly. It's definitely not aggressive. But what was funny is I was just walking, and the mail delivery person stopped by. It was a young man, and I'd say he's probably like in his 20s, and I couldn't really tell where he was coming from, because his demeanor, it could have been interpreted a couple different ways. He was he pulled over and he wanted to talk to me, and it was friendly-ish. But friendly-ish is also like a normal personality trait around here. And but also around here there tends to be at least a curiosity to strangers. And I've been walking this street every day for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and I don't know. There's a couple of pieces of feedback which I've gotten, which are curious to distrustful. I haven't seen outright hostile, except for this one place where the birds do where they do attack. But anyway, so the go check out how fast these cars are going right there. Everyone waves. Actually, no. Like that's the first instinct. I have noticed, like, I've gotten stared at and not waved. So anyway, so with this post delivery person, and so we were going back and forth, and he was like, so do you like magic? I'm like, well, what do you mean magic? And he was like, bending of elements. I'm like, I don't know about like. I'm like, I'm not a ceremonial magician. I don't practice any craft, but I've got a magical perspective of how reality works. And then he starts telling me about how he's an evangelist, and he starts talking to me about how his route. I asked him how big his route was. He said it was like, God, did he say 52 miles? He may have said 52 miles, 52 square miles, which would be interesting. It was definitely in the 50s. I think it was 52. But he says when he goes around, he blesses this area, but he's getting called to leave. Huh. And so we talked a little bit about I don't know, we were just kind of like finding this middle ground, this common ground in perspective. And then he abruptly left. I'm not certain if it was something I said. So, yeah, see, this bird hasn't left. This is the bird I'm telling you about. Like, it's been standing. Let me see if I can get in there. Just flies. So once the cars go away, it'll fly across. It'll fly across the street and go and perch up there and keep on crackling. All right. I can't tell if I have it in the viewfinder. If I don't, I apologize. There's just so much glare. There it is. See? Flying right overhead. Just flew right over me. See, it's flying all around. Now it's going to perch right there. I can't tell if I got it in. I hope I did. Just saw, like, I made that, like, bird call to it, and then it started, there it is. Let's see if we can come back over. So another bird has come, and you could hear it sing. I can't see it though. I don't know where it is, but it sounds close. That one. It sounds really close. Like maybe in the grasses right by the bird over there. Is it possible that it's the same bird? It's making both of those calls. So this is the first time I've heard this. Am I getting it in there? Like, how do you make that noise? It's difficult for me to hear a sound and replicate it through. There we go. Here we go. Right overhead. There we go. Now it's recording. And now it's coming right back. Oh, as I was saying, the ability when someone can hear something and replicate it through their mouth, whether that be like impersonations or music. It's a really just think about like what that implies in terms of like what faculties are wired together smoothly, and it's not something that comes easy for me. And so like trying to replicate this bird is a tricky thing. I bet you there's some people who could do it perfectly. So that's a third style. Like it's kind of a cross between the two. The first noise was much more, I use the word annoying. There we go, there's the whistle. There's another one behind me now. Alright. So this is the first time I've ever stopped and sat down. I walk this road, and it's always like here. I think it's right here. This is where that bird lives probably. And it tends to, it'll follow me about, this is probably like the center point. It'll begin like midway between these two poles, and then probably go in between these poles. And it flies over me, and it does what I call like the annoying crackling. It'll fly over my head and perch. But this is the first day I've ever sat and waited here. And so now I'm seeing this other side of this bird. I'm hearing this song. All right, we'll keep on our journey. I'm gonna keep this out. All right, we're gonna begin our walk down. Here's the Amish farmhouse. We're gonna test my hypothesis. Let's see if it comes out. I don't see it anywhere. So interestingly, this is the first time I think I've walked here that I haven't seen that. He just saw me. There he is right there. I can't tell if he's in the frame or not. He's just circling over my head. I'm just gonna go. I'll walk towards him. Let's see what he does. He just goes right there. Comes right back here. Now that's another one that's right there. It's a different type of bird. Let's see if he follows. Nope. Staying right there. See the little boy on the tricycle. Alright, I like to come here, this exact spot where this road, this is the road which Gnome Countryside is off of, and it empties out onto this road right here. I like to come here at night. Now obviously here or here, and it's dark. And the moon rises right over here. So if you come, like the full moon was a couple nights ago, and it was really, really neat. And just walking down this road out of Gnome Countryside, it's just been it's been a really enjoyable sort of practice. In fact, I think I almost, I like it more than going down into the canyon. The canyon's like more, like it's water, and it's more, in many ways, like objectively spectacular. There's more cool things going on down there. But I love it up here for whatever reason even more. So this, you see those bird houses right there. Blue martins live inside them. And sometimes, not every single time, and it's always like late in the afternoon. I don't know if it's late enough right now. It's about 6 o'clock. We'll see if they're going to start dive bombing me. Alright, so let's see if any of these birds come after me. And usually it is, I'm going to say no. They're not. Because by now I would normally have a couple of ones that'll fly by me. It's usually right around here. And they'll start kind of dive bombing. Like kind of how bats do. So I want you to look right here. So this would have, all this pasture would have once been treed all around here. This would have once been treed, and now it's, it's this. But right here, you could see this grouping of trees right here. That's where Gnome Countryside is. And when we walk into it, oh, now they're coming out. Now they're coming out. That one just dive bombed. I hope I got that one. I hope we got that. Did you see it? It came right down at me. Let's see if they come back. Like that one like looked me right in the eye. Holy crackers! Oh. So this is kind of, like, usually if I do this, like, this is what my practice is. Like, I will walk, if I wasn't, like, recording and doing this thing, I was, like, more present in the experience, I would walk this path, like, as close to those birds and as slowly and as still as possible, so that I would not get, and not flinch, like, just, like, block it all. So now you can start to get the feel of walking into it. So to the left, you can see the remnants or the beginnings of the corn, but it's going to be the end of the agriculture. This is more just kind of prairie, I guess. Not prairie. Meadow. Is meadow? I always, I don't know the definition, the specific definitions for some of these words, but I know that they have a specific quality associated with them. But here we are. Now we're starting to recognize what we're walking into. We're on this road. And notice how we've got 3 different layers going on. So to my left, there's a rise. Like the ground is higher on the left, and then it's been leveled for this road, and then you can see it keeps on sloping down here. We're still just kind of like getting into it. And this is at nighttime, my favorite part of the walk, because do you see all of this like open space right here? It is filled with fireflies, and they're in the trees, but it's this open space, and it's really dark, and it's extremely whimsical. Whimsical is a good word to describe it. Like, it's just, you feel like you're in a storybook. And then particularly on this entrance onto the street as well, or onto the, this is like a street. This isn't a driveway. So there are cars. This is primarily buggies. Like this is the only people who would use it are probably locals who know this is a shortcut. Chances are if you drive in here, you're a local anyway. So now you can see, like, tucked in down here, and it is the home, Mr. Rich's house. You can see it's down in this. There he is. No, who's down there? Those are some Airbnb guests right now, and they're just kind of walking around down there. And then on the other side of the creek behind the house is where all of the trails begin. Here we can see the house a little bit better right here. But it literally is, the storybook setting. See the top of the house. Ooh, we might have something rather exciting going on. I ordered car magnets for my car. I haven't even told you guys at the time of this recording. I haven't even told you about my new car. It's the white one on the right, the truck. Such a great story how it came about. It's Mr. Rich's car. He's blind as a bat, so I drive it for him. All right. I betcha this is me, so we're going to capture this live. Yes, it is. Oh, they feel heavy. They feel heavy. So let us go and open this. See if I can do this one-handed and left-handed. I believe so. And that probably wasn't graceful from a viewer's perspective. And here are our magnets. Let's see. Oh yeah. If I was concerned about attention before. That's a little bit too high. Oh wow. That's hot. That is really freaking hot. All right, I want to put it on the back of the gate just to see what it looks like there. All right. Where'd you go? See how that looks. Let me take this off the back. Oh yeah, that looks good.